Hello, hello. Welcome back to Nothing Upstairs. My name is Brian, and my co host over there is Etzel. This is a
Wrong.
podcast. It's kind of just the two of us just yapping away about nothing and everything at the same time, hopefully, to bring some entertainment into your day. Um, but
We will.
yeah, we'll try. We'll try our best. We're both sick AF, not in the cool way, in the we both have the flu and or the cold way. So, hope.
I'm also sick in the cool way. Brian, debatable.
Hmm. Yep. Anyway, uh, so yeah,
He
we'll
looks like he
we'll
wants to murder me.
we'll, we'll do our best, and we'll just okay. Just for reference, this is our third time in the last like 20 minutes. The third
Yeah.
third uh recording session in the last 20 minutes because this motherfucker over here has technical difficulties.
And I like to keep you on your feet.
I
And that's
am on
why
my feet.
it was plotted, literally.
Beautiful.
This motherfucker is standing, by the way.
I am standing.
It's weird.
It's I'm literally recording in my bedroom. I got nowhere else to go, so I have to stand.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't know where
I
I'm
have a very elaborate setup. I sent a photo to him earlier, and he agrees. He looks beautiful, very professional.
at. It's books.
But
Just stacks of books.
anyway, we actually haven't chatted in a while. How have you been, man? How are you doing?
I've been in between existential crises and working. I quit soda, which is nice. My
Like not even
I
diet
just
stuff?
couldn't. I can do diet stuff. I can do like Coke Zero and stuff like that, but
Why not?
regular Coke, I can't do that. Sorry, not can't. I can't do that. But regular. Ooh, hello.
Everything's fine. The program that the program that I usually use to like change my f stop and focus and all that stuff for the camera is currently broken. Not by my accord,
Mm,
just like everyone else is also saying that it's broken. So I can't do anything
interesting.
about it right now. So my camera is on auto, which means it's gonna autofocus on its own whims and change the white balance and all that stuff. So I'll do my best I'll do my best during edit, but for now, sometimes it's just gonna be blurry, and there's nothing I
And
can
today
do
my
about it.
camera is behaving, which is surprising. So I think the good vibes came to my camera for once,
Hmm.
and yours is now fucked. I quit soda. It's been pretty intense. If you look at me and you're like, this dude looks like he just fucking did crack. That's why. It's because I'm like tweaking out. But it's been
Having
actually
withdrawals.
kind of yeah. The withdrawals are crazy, but like it's been pretty good.
So why aren't you
The
doing
withdrawals.
even diet stuff?
I am doing diet stuff. That's what I said. I can, not I can't.
Oh,
That's
you
what I
are.
meant.
So you are doing
Yes.
diet coke. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing it too often. It's like every once in a while. Like today, I had one, and I've had three in the total past 10 days. So it's not too often. I'm not gonna do it every day, but most of the time, I'm just drinking water, so no calorie drinks. And it's because I can't drink soda without wanting 2 or 3 liters of it immediately in my mouth. And so now I am drinking none of it because I just can't. You don't have to do that. It's not necessarily recommended that you could just moderate the amount. But if you're like me and you're like, I want it in my veins, I want it to replace my blood, then you may have to eventually just quit it
That is
entirely.
me with boba.
um,
I love boba. I will have a IV bag of boba in my veins if I could. But
I don't like boba.
I love
I
boba.
don't. That's
You're wrong. That's all I can
I
say.
think I am.
Yeah, I
I'll
know
say
you
that.
are.
I'll give into that.
Hmm.
I am wrong on
Yep, you are.
that. But yeah, and then I've been watching movies to try to distract myself from the fact that I want 2 liters of soda into my bloodstream directly. The movies that I've been watching, Frankenstein, and then I watched Primates today. I can talk about that later, but fucking amazing, both of them. Primates, I wouldn't call it amazing, but it was good. Frankenstein, beautiful, amazing, perfect, immaculate. So yeah, it's been eventful. I also had some shenanigans going down? Do you do shenanigans a lot, Brian?
Sure. I mean, depends on what kind.
He does shenanigans. I had
I
was
mean,
partaking in
if you're not sure about that answer from our religion video, then I don't know what to tell you.
I went out to New Year's with my best friend who visited from out of state. We were out and about in bar hopping and stuff. And the purpose of this night was, well, it wasn't really the purpose. It was, we were going to hang out. It was going to be fun. But he had invited a girl who he likes, and she likes him. And so my brain was like, the purpose of my existence will now be to bring these two souls together for New Year's. And so I was trying to wingman into this. And we had four people total in our group. It's the two of them, me, and then another person. And this went down as such. We arrived at the bar. We had a lot of fun. You know, they started like making moves on each other and stuff like that, dancing together and stuff. And then it was me and this other person who was also invited to the hangout. And so I'm hanging out with this other person. I'm like trying to vibe with them, like being like, oh, let's go drink and stuff like that, so that these two can kind of do their own thing. And lo and behold, who would have known that this other person likes my best friend? And so this went down, and it went down. We can tell you. This person then obviously had to leave because they were like, I don't want to see that and I'm hurt. And then I was like, I have to go and make sure that they're okay. So I went and like made sure that they were okay and like talked to them and made sure that they were okay to drive and all of that. While that literally, as soon as the clock, like 10, 9, 8, 7, I was in the back of a car talking to a person about their feelings.
Nice.
It was good. It was really fun.
I was asleep by 11 because I had to work the next
um
day at 6 in the morning. So
next year you should this year
there goes my
you
camera.
should I hide oh motherfucker, he's dead. Oh, now he's here. Oh god.
There we go.
Oh god.
Fixed.
I highly recommend next time you get into a dramatic situation for New Year's. I think it's fun. But yeah, that's been my last 2 weeks, I think.
I never have like good holidays. I feel like Christmas is nice, but the rest of like I don't know if it's because like I manifest negative energy because like growing up, like I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but just holidays just weren't a good time for me. So like I don't know if it's just like I manifest bad negative energy, so every holiday is just like this is like mediocre at best. But
You know what the craziest thing about having like a not a good childhood is?
that you grew up with trauma.
Well, that, and
Mm.
also the fact that everybody else is like, oh, looking at the things from when they were kids, and they're like nostalgia, and I'm like, I'm fine now. I, they're like, I wish I could go back, and I'm like, y'all can do that. I'm gonna stay here. Y'all have fun.
That's one thing that I thought about too. It's just like half the time I can't even remember major big periods of my because like okay like from like second grade all the way to sixth grade I can name off a handful of memories from those times and that is it. And that is fuck what fucking 4 years of my life that is just pretty much blank. And that is just those four. Like I have plenty more other years that I lived, unfortunately, that I didn't remember. That I don't remember. Yeah, there goes my fucking camera again. It's fine. It's whatever.
It's fine. Just keep talking.
Yeah.
We'll
I hate this camera. Without that,
look and listen.
whatever. Anyway, but yeah. So your week has been soda, movies, and for New Year's, yeah,
No soda,
you were
movies, and drama.
you were a cock block and a third wheel, and then a
Yes.
therapist.
But then also I started talking to a new man. So there's that.
Mm.
I won't spoil too many details, and by spoil I mean you will never get those details, but they are there. You might get those details. Sorry guys, y'all are not gonna get those details.
Mm.
My,
I mean,
Oh, actually, never say never. Pay enough money, I'll give you all the details you want.
you whore. Wait, no.
Yep,
God damn it.
as you know, this is gonna bother you so much.
It is. It is
The
gonna
rest of
bother
the
me
episode, it
so
will be me
much.
talking and Brian cursing at himself.
Seriously, oh, I hate this. I'm just gonna stand very still, the best I can
Be like,
without moving.
hello.
But
Cool.
nice. So yeah, is that
How's your past 2 weeks been?
my past week? It's like I have a very similar thing with your soda bit, I guess, is I'm trying to cut down on my snacking.
Yeah.
So one thing that I tried doing is I bought a pack of gum in like the first time in years because I had like Invisalign in for I don't know 1 2 however long it was,
Yeah.
and obviously with Invisalign I can't eat gum, so I kind of got out of
Yeah.
the habit of eating gum. But I was like, that might actually help me with snacking because if I'm already quote unquote snacking, I can't snack more. And also, chocolate or chips or whatever with gum is just disgusting. So I'm not even like soda with gum is like eh.
Oh no. If anybody out there is doing that, cut it the fuck out.
Yeah, like the best I can do, even this is like it's water because I like mint. So I chew a spearmint. So even water, like it goes down and it just burns all the way down. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
So even like that, I mean, granted, that's not good for me that I'm not drinking as much water as I should, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I've been chewing a lot of gum.
Wait.
Huh.
I wonder, have you ever mixed gum in your mouth? Like mixed different flavors?
Maybe when I was a
Like,
kid, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
that's I feel like I'm discovering my free will. That's an decision that I have never made, and I now want to make it.
Do it.
Anyways,
You don't have your
I'll
bracelets
do it.
anymore.
That's true. That's
You
true.
can put whatever in
Anyways.
your mouth if you so desire.
And with that note, we're gonna hand it right back to you. What else has been going on other than gum?
Let's see what else has
We
been
have
going on.
interesting lives, guys.
Oh, so interesting, dude.
The most interesting thing about me is soda and is this gum.
Yeah,
Right now.
we live very fascinating lives.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so fascinating. But what else? Honestly, not too much. I just been almost froze my hands off this morning when I was riding my motorcycle.
You rode your motorcycle this morning. By the way, context is freezing.
eh, I don't have a choice. I don't have a car.
Well, that's
I
that's
can
true, I guess.
walk, which means I'll have to get up at 4 in the morning to walk to work, which I am not doing.
Yeah,
And nor am I getting an
and you might
Uber.
also still freeze your hands at that point,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, I grabbed the gloves, but then I got distracted by something, so I went out the door without them. I didn't notice until I was already on my motorcycle, but I was running late for work already, so I was like, I don't have time to go back, even though it probably will take me 30 seconds. I don't have the 30 seconds. I'm just gonna go. And boy, oh boy, I was like riding as I was looking at my hand. I'm like, my hand is starting to turn white. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, now it's turning red. I'm like, this is not good.
Ah!
And when I got to work, I was like, now I cannot move them. They are very, very stiff, and they're on fire because once it starts warming up again after a very cold, you just gonna burn.
I didn't think about the fact that if it's below freezing, you could technically give yourself frostbite in a motorcycle. I didn't think about that.
You can give yourself frostbite very easily with a lot of things if it's below freezing.
That's true. But like usually for you to get frostbite, there has to be strong winds. And so now I'm like I never made those 2 points together that like you can get frostbite by just like riding a motorcycle. That's crazy. Anyways, obvious facts
Yeah.
that I didn't know.
So hopefully tomorrow I'll not forget. And if I do, then well, sucks to be me. But what else? There's been you guys know we talked about this before. I rock climb. Now it's not we rock climb anymore. Now it's I rock climb because
Ah,
this
yeah.
motherfucker has quitted.
Okay, whatever. Listen up, bitches.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford it. God forbid. A
Is
man can't afford shit.
a quitter. This quitter has quitted
Right,
rock
right.
climbing. So it is just now
Right.
I rock climb. There has been
Also, fuck whoever told you that I canceled my gym membership. I'm like, I feel like HIPAA or some other regulation should be protecting my privacy. they're like, they're like, Brian, as Edso's legal guardian, it is my right to tell you that he has canceled his gym membership. This motherfucker called me immediately after. Was
I
like,
did.
you canceled it.
Yeah. Hey,
I was like, what?
I prefaced it. I was like, okay, how you doing, bud? You doing good? And he was like, yeah. I was like, cool. Then I'm gonna fucking yell at you.
You're like, now that you're doing good, I will ruin it.
But yeah, no, there's been this route that really needs me to like stretch all the way and put pretty much my entire body weight on my right shoulder once I stretch
Yeah.
all the way. And I've been doing that same route repeatedly because I haven't finished it yet. I've been trying to finish it. But man, my right shoulder, it is so fucking sore.
Was that the right shoulder that had the surgery?
That no, that is not the right shoulder. I only have one right shoulder, but no, I have my surgery on the left shoulder.
On the left shoulder. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. That makes
but
sense.
it is starting to build up. I'm feeling a lot better, which is good.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss you off, and I don't give a fuck. I miss rock climbing. I miss it a lot. I like it's one of those things where it's like I get on the wall and it's a flow state, and I don't think about anything bad. Stop looking at me like that, you absolute bitch. Listen up. A man can't afford shit right now. Listen, I can't afford like the only reason I went to the movies today was because I had a free ticket.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, boys in financial problems. How am I doing financial problems? Which Brian is taking personally.
Extremely. Yeah,
Extremely.
very personally.
Um,
You should be
did
doing
you
better.
end up sending that route?
No, not yet. I think I can get it soon. I've been playing around with just different techniques and different whatever, and yeah, hopefully. But at the moment, my shoulder is sore. I'm going this upcoming Monday. You should join.
Oh,
You can go for
I can
free.
100% join Monday.
Yeah,
I can join Monday.
I can use my guest pass on you because you're a little bitch.
You guys will hear you will hear updates from our last climbing session and my inability to climb high because I am scared of heights or falling, really. And I was getting so much better at it, but now that I haven't climbed in a while, I know for a fact I'm gonna be like 2 feet from the ground and be like, oh no, 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 no.
This is my plan, right? My plan is
Yes.
I'm talking to the audience. I'm not fucking talking to you, so you shut the fuck up. This is my plan. I'm gonna drag him over to rock climbing, and he's gonna remember how fucking fun it is and how awesome it is, and he's gonna really, really, really ponder his life, and then get the membership again.
And then I'm gonna pull the money right out of my anus.
Yep.
And then we're gonna, yep.
See,
Sounds about right.
you know why you have to pull that money out of your anus? Because you canceled it. Since you canceled it, you have to get the fucking what is it called?
Yeah.
Initiation fee again.
It's good a thing that I'm not doing
Mm.
that. So that's a great
We'll see
thing.
come Monday how you feel about that.
Anything else besides getting angry at me and gum?
And come?
Gum, gum,
Oh.
motherfucker. Listen, we're
Uh,
not that type of podcast. Actually,
I was like, you're the one that talked about that stuff for New Year's. I didn't say shit about anything like that.
I said gum.
Sure, sounds good. But yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
that's about my week, honestly.
Well, I have you read or seen anything interesting? I know the answer to the red question, but have you seen a medium of art recently that you found interesting? A movie, a show, a music?
Gotcha. That's what you mean. What have I been consuming? Not.
You're probably reading the books. So.
I actually finished it. So I finished it a
Hey,
little bit ago. I'm just waiting
how
for
was it? Give us the review.
10 out of 10, bro. Fucking amazing. I love it. It's so like maybe I'm just maybe it's because I'm a big dum dum and I don't read that many books, so this book is amazing. I don't know, but the review says that it's amazing, so a lot of people agree with me. No, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's funny. It's got a talking cat. What else do you need? But lately I just been don't sue us. Please don't sue us. This is actually like me promoting you, I guess, in a way. But I've been listening. I've been catching up on my Distractable podcast because I kind of let it fall off for like a month or two because the usual time that I listen slash watch, I wasn't able to for like 2 months. So now that I can again, I'm catching up on it, and it's great.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Shout out to Distractable.
yeah,
Don't sue us.
yeah,
Who
and
said that?
related to that, I am extremely excited about the movie that Mark has that's coming out in January 30th, Iron
Oh,
Lung.
he has a movie coming out?
Oh yeah, my man's been making this said movie for like 10 years now.
Oh shit.
Not
I want to see
literally,
that.
but it's great. I already yeah, it's I already got a ticket and everything. January 30th, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm very
What
excited.
is it called?
Iron Lung.
I seen that. Okay, I will be seeing that as well because I had no idea any context to this movie, but I've seen it on my on the Cinemark app. It's been showing up, and I'm like, what is that? So, and Iron Lung is in reference to the horror underwater game Iron Lung,
It
right or
is
no?
directly based off of that. He worked directly with the producer of that game.
I am so watching that. Is that a horror? Is it going to be a horror movie?
Oh, dude, yeah. He
Okay,
literally
wait. You have
he literally got the record of the most blood used in a set.
okay. So here's my question to you: Are you? Is it close reservation? Are you going with a particular someone, or can I join?
Um, you can join. I'll have to. We can figure that out because I don't know. Because tickets are selling out fast.
Oh
I
shit.
should say seats are selling out fast. So, and I bought those tickets a couple weeks ago now.
I'll
So
check. I'll check and then I'll get back to you.
yeah, and the thing is, like, the one we're going to is not here in town. It's we can talk more about it.
You see, and that's fine because I will use any excuse to get out of the town that we're in. So I I'm fine with that. Just let me know, and if there are tickets available, I will join because I've never played Iron Lung, but I've watched playthroughs of Iron Lung, and gotta say that's a fucking terrifying game. That is,
The
it's
concept
just
is 10 out of 10, and
the
it
concept is crazy.
it plays with your mind. It's a mind game
Let's
because
talk about it. Okay, what do you give me your thoughts on why do you think it's so terrifying?
it's the same thing as scary movies and scary stories and all that stuff. Yes, by all means, the actual monster or the actual scary stuff, whatever it is scary. But the scariest part is always the anticipation, the unknown, the imagination part. Because there's nothing scarier than what you fear most, which you make up in your mind because you don't know what it could be. And the whole concept for that specific game is you're pretty much in a because a lot of people have fear of ocean, which is valid. You know, it's a big, vast, in a sense, unknown darkness that you are surrounded 360 by anything and everything. So it can be quite terrifying. So the concept of that is pretty much the same as you're tossed into this big old open ocean. made out of blood in a sense a submarine that's just a bit of an iron suit. You don't have windows, you don't have nothing. The only way you can tell where you're going and what you're doing and what you're seeing is through radars and occasional snapshots of pictures that you can take right in front of you. So you might see on the radar that there's something in front of you, and then the next second it's not. And you take a photo, there's nothing there. It could be debris, it could be just a regular fish, it could be anything. You don't know. And that is the scary part is the oh no, what if? And then you start just thinking of things left and right. Because like once you get to the end, again, like I'm not gonna try to spoil anything for anyone, but once you get to the end, once you find out what's actually scary, it is still scary. But as I said, like in my opinion, the scariest part is when you are unsure.
I think so too. I think the fear of the unknown is a major driver. If you think about any major horror movie or horror production that's like considered a classic, a staple, like considered, the best of the best, the all of them have in common is that they slowly build up tension by making it so that you're not aware of what is going on and you have no idea. So like for example, recently think about Hereditary and how they build up the idea of there's strange occurrences happening in the house, and we know that the grandmother has a weird past history with some sort of friends that are weird and smiling, and it's just strange, but we have no idea what's actually going on, and the family seems to have no idea the fact why things bad things are happening to them. We think about the other one that's like comes to mind that's so similar is the movie The Thing. If anybody has watched it, it's an old 80s movie, the concept of which is there's a group of researchers in Antarctica stuck in a research station. The research station is surrounded by vast winter wasteland of nothingness, and there's a howling, terrible storm going on in the middle of this movie, and they're stuck with each other in that station. But something else is there. They think that there was a crash somewhere. They discovered some weird stuff outside of the research station. But what they soon discover is that there is an alien form that is highly aggressive and highly dangerous that is able to mimic anything that is alive to the T. That includes humans, that includes dogs, which they do have dogs on the research station. And so they're staring at each other like we know it's in here. Who of us is it? And it's terrifying because one of the major, and this is the same thing with Iron Lung, the fact that you're stuck in this tiny little place surrounded by vast nothingness, negative 100-degree wind chills, no visibility is the scary part of it. It's just how unknown everything is. Not only do you not know anything outside of you, you also don't know who you are talking to because you think they're human but they could not be. And that is absolutely fucking terrifying.
It's so easy to tap into the human brain and kind of make you pretty much scare yourself. Because like that's with the currently they're starting to have a lot of the in the indie genre. There's I don't know if you know about this, but there is a lot of horror types called the analog horror.
Yeah. I love analog horror.
Yeah, so that's kind of like for those that don't know, it's kind of like the back rooms or oh, fuck, what are they called? Um,
That I there's the tapes, some tapes, and I can't
yeah,
remember
they're
the
just
name of it.
very
Eerie.
eerie, and is I guess so. Yeah, that is the best way to describe eerie footage that could be real, but you even though you know it's not, but it's so unsettling. It's not really some of them anyway. It is not at all terrifying if you look at it from like just a perspective of anything scary jumped out at you or monsters. There's literally nothing, but they play in your head the whole idea of analog horror is it literally pretty much convinces you and forces you to start making your own horror, monsters, stories, whatever. And that is currently extremely popular and very effective. There's a lot of different games and different YouTubers and different content creators that is tapping into that, and some of them are amazing and some of them are absolutely terrifying. A lot of the quote unquote series, they're like a genuine show. They're just like any other show you would watch, and it's like a documentary, and it is terrifying. And all those stuff, technically, for the most part, they're all made up. Nothing is real, but it feels really real.
And the thing that's the I want to say, coming from somebody who studied the ocean, I will say thalassophobia as a fear and the fear of the unknown, they're both tied together very heavily. But I will say, y'all, the amount of things we don't know about the ocean is often exaggerated. Like in podcasts, like you hear it in podcasts, you hear it in movies, you hear it. It's the common fact is we've only discovered 5% of the ocean or whatever. The rest of it is unknown, and which is not a wrong fact. It's the fact that that is it is a very particular factor. We've discovered 5% of the detailed topography of the ocean. The rest of it is undetailed topography. It's not that we've only discovered 5% of the water or 5% of the what is it the animals or anything like that. No, like there's varying levels of percentage of what we know, but what we do know about the ocean is pretty comprehensive. We've been studying it for a long time. We pretty much know the animals that exist in there to a very good level. And what I mean when I say that, there's million of ocean species that are unknown, and we're still discovering new ones every single time. But most of those species are going to be bacteria, viruses. There's a lot of species that we're discovering that are like small, little, tiny crabs, insects, not insects, but invertebrates, and like other stuff like that. Fish, of course.
How do you explain the Loch Ness monster then?
The Loch Ness monster is probably not real.
Nah, nah,
I'm
nah.
gonna say
You can't be calling
I'm
Nessie fake, dude.
no. Listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's very apparent that the original picture of the Loch Ness monster, the original black and white, is the waves around the monster are characteristic of small waves in like a body of water. And so what it looks like is that it's actually instead of a massive monster, it's actually a tiny little thing in it. We don't know specifically what it
It's
was
baby
that was
Nessie.
shown up, but whatever it is tiny.
Yeah, it's Nessie when she was
um,
young.
this bitch.
They
Okay.
they grow just like us.
Besides Nessie,
The
that
Kraken,
apparently we know a dragon that lives in a
Godzilla.
loch, right? Pretty oxygen poor environment in the loch because lochs are pretty oxygen poor. Well, yeah, there's a huge monster back there. Besides that, most of the big animals we know the big animals that exist down there. There's like most of the time, if we discover a big, huge new animal, it's a siphonophore, which is a type of it's related to jellyfish. It's a type of cnidarian. It's like more like a jellyfish structure that like usually they grow extremely massive. Some of them are like 40 plus feet in length, but those guys aren't really gonna be your like, oh, they're gonna attack us kind of thing. So thalassophobia, I'm not gonna say it's illogical because the ocean is scary. The ocean is objectively fucking terrifying. That is something that I cannot just debunk. Thalassophobia debunked. You shouldn't be scared of the ocean. You fucking like no, like it is 100% valid. Mainly because the ocean is hostile to everything that how we exist entirely. You can't breathe in it. You can't see in it. You can't do anything in it. If you're in it, unless you have protective equipment, you're dead. And then you go deep enough, and you're literally crushed like a can in a split second because of how much pressure there is. And there are a ton of really huge things down there, and some of them do inevitably every once in a while kill a human and eat them. That does happen. So it's objectively terrifying. So I'm not gonna say that, but I'm just gonna say that the amount of unknown stuff is a little bit exaggerated. Which is why I think Iron Lung is even more effective than if it was located in our ocean, because Iron Lung canonically is located in an extraterrestrial ocean. We so on top of the fact that you're in an ocean, it's already terrifying. You're also in a red ocean in a completely different planet, and nobody has discovered anything about it. So it's completely unknown. It adds even more to the fear and suspense.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much it taps into the exact same thing, and that's what we were talking about. Is yes, sharks, it can be terrifying. Big giant squids, if you have a giant eyeball staring at you, it can be terrifying. Even something that is not as harmless, a jellyfish, what you said, 40 feet,
Yeah,
something like that,
40
40
plus
feet,
feet. Some of these
soaring,
siphonophores.
yeah, 40 plus feet jellyfish. If I'm swimming right next to it, it's also terrifying. But it's also the same thing as what you said: is you cannot see. You are surrounded 360 degrees by pretty much pure darkness. Even if you have a flashlight, it can be an amazing flashlight. I've been night diving many times, and some of the master divers, they have really good night lights, and even like really good night lights. Depending on the how clear the water is, you might maybe be able to see, let's say, very optimistic, 20 feet. 20 feet in front of you, that is it. And as everyone knows, flashlight is like a cone. So you'll see 20 feet in front of you this direction. Everything else around you is still pitch black. So it's just the idea of there could be a giant monster behind me right now. I wouldn't know. It's pitch black. I can't hear nothing. I can't see nothing. I, I could die. And then you turn around, there's nothing there. You're like, okay, well, maybe now it's behind me on the other side.
It's very common that divers, commercial divers that do like oil rig work, it's very common for them to go down and they're like have their flashlight pointed exactly at what they're working and it's completely dark around them. And it's common for them to all of a sudden feel a shift of water behind them. And they like massive amounts of water have shifted. They know something huge has just swam behind them and they have no idea what it was. And it's like that is terrifying. And also, a little fun fact about you: the ocean is immense, and it's also extremely immensely deep. The entirety of Mount Everest can fit in it, with room to spare. Not only that, but it's about as deep as planes fly in terms of the relative height. And then not only that, but it's common that if you're in a like if you're over a trench of an ocean trench, which are specific places where the water is deeper than average, you are likely much more closer to the clouds above you if you're floating on the surface of the ocean than to the ground below you. And that concept is extremely terrifying. And also, most of it, over 90% of it, is shrouded in absolute, complete darkness. And we mean, just like Brian was describing, if you turn off that flashlight while you're night diving, your brain cannot, Jesus, your brain cannot comprehend how dark. It's like pit, just nothing. Not even a little bit, no moonlight, no anything. It's just pitch black. It feels like you've gone blind entirely.
Yeah, it's a very interesting experience. It was a while back. Uh, yeah, a while back, I went to this cave. I forgot where, but they had this experience that they will ask everyone to sit down, not get up, and they will turn off the lights for 10 seconds or whatever. And since we're in a cave, there's literally no sunlight, no nothing. So it is 100% complete pitch black. And you would think, oh, I've been in my bedroom before where it's dark as shit and I can't see fucking anything. So I'm like, stumbling around. It's different though. In that cave, there was genuine moments where I was just like, I cannot tell. Like, yes, I can, but my brain was starting to trick me into thinking that my eyes weren't even open. I'm just like, are my eyes even open? I'm like touching my face. I'm like, no, no, my eyes are open. Don't poke your eyeball. And I'm just like, I cannot see anything. Because like when I close my eyes, when I open my eyes, there's no difference. It is just complete darkness. I can put my hand right here and I cannot see it whatsoever. There's nothing.
It doesn't help that you know that there's thousands upon thousands of humans that have died and are down there, and ships and entire human structures, oil rigs, all of them just resting in complete darkness, silence, and cold. It's like that is objectively fucking terrifying. And from the marine biology perspective, there's plenty of animals that are terrifying in the ocean as well. There's no single animal in the ocean, maybe a polar bear. There's no single animal in the ocean that is out hunting humans. That's not uh because humans are so separate from the oceanic food chain, it's just not happening. But still, there are plenty of predators, huge, the biggest predators on the planet, really, live in the ocean. And because they're huge, they're dangerous to humans. They can pose danger to humans, and they have posed danger to humans. We think of orcas. Orcas are not really dangerous to humans in the wild, but they are very terrifying. They're extremely powerful and also the largest predators and very smart.
It's like Hiccup in How to Train a Dragon. The dragons are probably going to go for the other Vikings because they have more meat on them. Hiccup barely counts as a toothpick. But can they kill Hiccup? Yeah, 100%. Without a doubt. But they're probably not going to go for him first because he has nothing on him.
Then the other thing is like sperm whales. I think of that predator. The sperm whales are the biggest predator on the planet. They live in the deep ocean where they hunt giant squid. Motherfuckers, the biggest predator on the planet lives in the ocean. It can emit sounds powerful enough to hurt you very seriously if you're close to it. And it hunts giant squids. It hunts squids that have the eyeballs that are bigger than a fucking dinner plate. Like that's the concept of it. It's just crazy, and they're also extremely sharp teeth all over the place. And those said squids, by the way, we're not entirely convinced they're not dangerous to humans. We know that they live so separate from us that they pose very little to no danger. But if we were down there, if we just so happen to be down there, we are pretty sure that that it's built into their biology to eat pretty much anything they can because they live in a food desert. So it is very likely that if you were down there, they would try to eat you. It's very, very likely. There's actually cousins of the giant squid that live closer to the surface, the Humboldt squid, that are like 6 feet in length. So they're smaller, but they're still terrifyingly big. And they hunt in huge packs, and they are aggressive to humans, and they can do quite harmful things. And it's like all of these things are terrifying. I can't imagine going into another planet and being like, all right, I'm the first one here, and knowing that there could be something down there. It's just beyond me. I would probably what I'm trying to say is probably shat myself if I were in Iron Lung. If I were in Iron Lung, the game wouldn't have happened at all because the main character would be stuck in a corner crying the entire time. And so that would be my movie. My Iron Lung movie would be 2 hours of me crying in a corner and shitting myself because I'm just terrified.
That's a good movie right there.
Yep, the plot is just great.
But man, speaking of, my mind is just going in different places. Speaking of sperm whales and squid, have you ever seen like ambergris in real life?
Which one?
Ambergris, the thing that whales poop out when their stomach get irritated.
Oh no, I haven't actually seen it in real life.
I would.
I know it smells terrible,
That's what I heard.
but
I mean, it is
yeah,
just an oily substance that they poop out. So, for those that don't know,
it's very
ambergris,
valuable.
it is. People use it as like perfume and shit too. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it is extremely valuable. You can be set for life if you find one that is the size of your fist.
Yep.
But anyway, for those that don't know, it's pretty much when sperms when whales eat sperm
When
whales
sperms,
when sperms eat
sperm,
when whales eat.
when we eat sperm, I mean the sperm whales. That's what it sounded
Mm,
like.
yeah, going right back to the cum, huh? Um, when when whales eat squids or whatever, and their beaks kind of like irritates their stomach to protect themselves, the lining will produce like this oily substance that kind of coats that beak together and make it into a softer ball that won't cut the shit out of their intestines. And then they poop it out. And that's ambergris.
Yep.
Look it up.
Yep.
Very expensive. If you find one, let me know. I would like to
I love the
share with you.
I love the progress of this episode from like terrifying things about the ocean to oh also there's this substance that whales be spitting out. It's crazy disgusting. It smells shitty. Anyways.
I think it smells more vomity and cheesy than shitty, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. But
what
anyway,
a what
I
a
am tired AF. I think we're just gonna have a shorter episode today
sounds
because
good.
it is also quite late. We're doing this very late in the day for my standard because I'm an old man.
Yeah.
But it's my bedtime like half an hour ago. So
Yeah. Alrighty guys. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode. We talked about
things.
things. I mean, darkness and terrifying, horrible things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how we're feeling right now. Let us know how you're feeling down in the comments. And yeah,
Yeah, I
it's been
mean,
fun.
as I say from the start, this is what this podcast is about. Some days we'll talk
Nothing.
about absolutely fucking nothing nonsense bullshit. Some days we might have stuff that is a lot more serious. You never know.
Yeah.
But if you like this type of content, please think about supporting us. Subscribe, like, hit that bell, comment, whatever it is.
Go
Um,
watch Iron Lung when it comes out
it's
January
great.
30th.
Yeah, he is.
It's great.
I am so excited for it. I'm very excited for it. But anyway,
Me too.
um, yeah. I mean, if you don't have anything else, then we'll probably see you guys next week. Then,
Sounds good.
alrighty,
Adios, y'all.
ciao.